Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 228. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video. Renee Young here, and welcome back to an episode of WWE News and Rumors. So, today I have a special announcement for you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard of a website called Cameo. So basically, Cameo, I just now registered, I guess, to be on there. So I'm on there now, guys. So Cameo basically is where you can get me to basically give you a shout out, say happy birthday to you in a video form or whatever. Anyway, I'll leave a link down below. It's pretty cool. It's just like a small little fee. Helps out the channel, helps support the channel, helps me upgrade stuff, helps me do more kind of cool videos and stuff. And you get a cool shout out video and a cool personalized video from yours truly if you want that. But it just, in my mind, it's a great way to support the channel. It's a tiny way I can give back to you guys. But anyway, guys, enough of promoting stuff. This is WWE News and Rumors. This episode, there's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to shut the hell up, and we're going to jump right in. So, WWE News and Rumors, episode 228, here we go. Okay, the first news story is about The Shield. I know everyone's emotions are on The Shield right now. They closed the pay-per-view last night, and for some reason, I guess they just wanted to give everyone The Shield feels. So, basically, tonight, they're scheduled to have something called a farewell speech. I don't know if this is just kind of some kind of thing just to get people all emotional before Raw, because like I'm not emotional about it, but I know my fiance is very emotional about it because she's a big Shield fan, big Shield supporter. Like I'm a big fan of the Shield, but not at the point where I'm getting all emotional about it. Just the thing is, guys, so they're doing this farewell speech, right? And I think it's either this is actually going to be like a thing where it's like, oh, they're leaving, this is the last time we're going to see the Shield, or it's going to be like a thing, farewell speech, they go to have the speech, and then like something happens, it's a feud, and they keep going. So, I mean, I don't know why they're having a farewell speech now. It's like, guys, like, this whole thing's about Ambrose leaving, right? And there's rumors going around he's not actually leaving, and they're just going to be kind of doing this as just a thing to get people's emotions up and stuff, because he was going to leave at one point, but apparently he changed his mind or whatever, and that's a rumor. I mean, there's literally, like, rumors on both sides saying, he actually changed his mind, they changed his mind, he's staying, actually, he's still leaving. It's just, no one really knows what's happening there. But basically, I don't know what's happening here. I just don't know why they would already have a farewell speech when Ambrose isn't supposedly supposed to be leaving until the end of April. Like, it's still March, guys. We could keep having the Shield together all the way through Mania. And I thought that was what they were going to do, but I don't know what's going to happen tonight. We're really just going to have to wait and see. Like, no one really knows what's going on. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, the next news story. So Tough Enough might be coming back. I don't know if you guys know what Tough Enough is. I know not a lot of people do, actually. It's because they do it so randomly, right? So, like, Tough Enough, I don't know how it was, like, way back when they were just, like, starting and they were doing it for a while. Was it every year? Because here recently, they've been doing it very randomly. Like, they did, the last season was in 2015, right? And then the one before that was in 2011. And now there's a rumor going around they're doing it for this year. So it's very, very, like, confusing, and plus, like, Tough Enough, just, it doesn't work, like, it's never worked, like, they are not, like, the judges or whoever the hell they have on there, they're really not good at choosing out of the cast who's gonna be successful in the WWE, and it's kind of like an unpredictable thing, because they'll choose the winner, and then for, like, the past few years, or I would say for most of it, or if not all of it, the winner has not went on to be, like, successful in the WWE, or someone who they didn't choose came and became more successful than the actual winner. Like, most of the actual winners have had issues. They're not in the WWE anymore or anything like that, and it's just like crazy. But anyway, Tough Enough is just a total like reality show. It's not a good selection thing for WWE, and that's not how you actually get signed to WWE. That's not the only way you can get signed to WWE. There's a whole process, but like you can imagine, it's very hard. But anyway, Tough Enough. The reason this is in the news story section, because WWE, this is confirmed, you can look it up. They have filed for the trademark again, Tough Enough, for them to own the name again. And yeah, so they filed for a trademark, and I don't think they would do that just for no reason. So there's a lot of people saying Tough Enough's coming back this year. So I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, it's an entertaining show, but it's not so much like this is going to be the next WWE champion, because most of the time for most of the seasons, that wasn't the case. Maybe someone in the cast might be a future WWE champion, but usually the winners don't. And now I guess they're doing a men and women's winners for Tough Enough. Anyway, it's a total mess. But anyway, guys, that is all the news stories I actually had for you today, the actual news stories. And now we're going to jump into some unconfirmed news stories, also known as some juicy rumors. So here we go. The first rumor is about Dave Bautista. So Bautista is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight, so he is going to be on Raw. Like, he's scheduled. A lot of people were like, I bet he won't even show up. They're just scheduling him just to kind of, and then he's going to do like some kind of promo. No, he's actually there. So he's actually going to be in Pittsburgh tonight. He's actually going to be on Raw tonight. So I'm very excited to see where this feud's going. It is very, very interesting so far. So I'm excited, but we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen tonight. All right, the next rumor is about Rusev. So basically, there's a rumor going around right now that Rusev might be leaving the WWE here soon, or I don't know when his contract's up. I don't know how much time he has left on the contract or anything. All I know is he's a pretty good talent, and there's just like not enough room for all these talents that WWE has. And like, even like the people, like the jobbers, we want to call them jobbers or whatever, they can be really good wrestlers. All they have to do is be given a chance, and it's just crazy. But I mean, I get there's not enough like room for everyone. I just feel like if you're a good wrestler and you're not like utilized, or if they never have a plan for you like ever in the future, then I think you might be better off somewhere else. But if Rusev's leaving, I really don't blame him one bit. All right, the next rumor is about the Hall of Fame induction ceremony this year, 2019, so the Hall of Fame 2019. Apparently, Jerry Lawler is not hosting it this year. They're actually looking to have a new host. Apparently, this year for the Hall of Fame, they've decided, hey, Hall of Fame, it's been fine for the past few years, it's been fine forever, but we're changing everything this year. It's completely different, everything's changed, and it's just revamped. It's all different this year for some reason. It's gonna be a lot shorter. I mean, I do agree in the past few years, like the length of the show has got like a bit ridiculous, but at the same time, they're just trying to change every little kind of detail and everything. So basically, this is really just two names going around right now of who's gonna host the Hall of Fame this year, and it's either gonna be Corey Graves or it's gonna be Renee Young. So one of those two. My vote is for Renee Young. I don't know about you guys. All right, the next rumor is about Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt, basically, he's cleared. He's been cleared for a while, right? And basically, he's on like they're wanting to call this a creative hiatus right now. So basically, they're working with him on like a new character to like revamp his character. So I'm guessing they're doing this like in the Performance Center. They're just like working on his character and changing it. And apparently, Bray Wyatt's return is like, in the WWE right, like currently, is like a very closely guarded secret about what they're doing and when he's returning and all this other stuff. All I know is Bray Wyatt, there is like massive plans for his return, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. But we'll just have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor is about Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar, sorry, that was kind of bad. I could have done that better. But anyway, Brock Lesnar, what's he doing? Is he staying with WWE? Now this is the whole thing going around, like, who's winning at Mania? Is it Rollins or Lesnar? It entirely depends on if Lesnar's leaving or not. And there's been like rumors of Lesnar leaving for like absolute like years. It seems like every Mania is like, Lesnar's not winning the main event because he's leaving, he has to leave, there's no way he can retain. And then he retains anyway because secretly they have came up with a new deal. So this time around he has, WWE has more competition to keep him because AEW is wanting to sign him as well. And AEW actually has a lot of money, just like Vince does, so they can pay probably more than WWE. So it's just, he's going wherever the money is. Like, he does not care. He's not being loyal to WWE. He's not being loyal to UFC. He's not being loyal to anyone. He just wants to know where the bigger paycheck is. So is Vince going to cough up more money? Like, he paid Lesnar $10 million last year alone. Is he going to have to double that? Is that worth it? Is AEW going to pay more? Is UFC going to pay more? What's the deal there? I don't know. We're really just gonna have to wait and see. Like, it's a total unknown here. And I mean, I've heard it go both ways, that he's staying with WWE and they're working with a new deal and Vince is gonna be coughing up more money, or that AEW's offering the most money, or UFC's, it's just, no one really knows right now. And we're just gonna have to wait and see. I really hate to do that. Just like, we don't know, sorry. But yeah, so Brock Lesnar, we'll know if he retains at Mania or not, if he's staying. So that's really gonna be the decision, because if he's staying with WWE, he's going to be remaining the Universal Champion probably until he decides he's actually done with WWE, or until someone offers him more money to leave. So the entire time he's with WWE, he's basically going to be the champion. And there's really no way around that, unfortunately. All right, the next rumor, this one is very interesting, and it's a thing that has been brought up a little while since Ambrose has been, the rumors, well, it's been confirmed, so I guess it's not a rumor anymore. So ever since like Ambrose was announced that he's not re-signing and he's leaving the WWE in April. So basically, Renee Young. Is Renee Young leaving with Ambrose? If you don't know, Renee Young and Dean Ambrose are actually married. So like it would make sense. But at the same time, Renee is only a commentator, and usually, at most, they're only going to need her 1 or 2 nights a week. So she's free for the rest of the week, so it's not like she's, like, traveling like a normal, like, actual wrestler who's traveling, like, doing shows almost every night of the week. So it's not that a huge deal if she was to stay and Ambrose was to leave or whatever. So I'll just spit it out. Here's the rumor here. So the rumor is that Renee Young, there's actually talk of taking her off of the Raw commentary team right now. And that could be for a million reasons. That could be because apparently there's mixed reactions to her commentary. I've only heard positive things, like, oh, we finally have a woman on commentary. That's wonderful. I'm glad. And she was commentating in Saudi Arabia, and that was a huge deal and everything. And she's doing a great job on her role as a commentator for Raw. And I haven't heard anything too negative, but apparently there's some mixed stuff in there. And I don't know if that's influencing their decision or the Ambrose thing, if they don't know if she's leaving with Ambrose or not. So they're going to take her off commentary. And I don't think this is happening tonight. I don't think it's happening next week. I don't even think it's happening in the next few months. We don't know. Well, it would have to happen in the next few months, I guess, because Ambrose is leaving in April. But in the next few weeks, at least. So I don't know. I mean, who knows? We could turn on Raw tonight and Renee could be missing. But I don't think they're doing that fast. There's just a rumor going around right now that she's going to be taken off commentary team. There's not really a reason why yet. We don't know if it's just mixed reactions. They want to switch things up. Or if they're thinking she might be leaving with Ambrose, or she is leaving with Ambrose. I don't know, but we're completely, my catchphrase here, guys, we're just going to have to wait and see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I will be talking about in this video, it is about the Saudi Arabia show. So there's a lot of, I don't want to say mixed opinions, mostly everyone hates the idea of the Saudi Arabia stuff, but the thing is, Saudi Arabia, right now, they have a lot of money, and Vince loves money, so he's doing a lot of shows over there. So basically, they signed this, like, big, huge deals for billions of dollars or whatever. I don't even know, it could just be 1 billion, but they're getting a lot of, like, money every show. I think they already got prepaid for all the shows. I think it was like $1 billion, which is a lot of money compared to what they usually make just for that amount of shows. So basically, they're going all out for these shows or whatever, but the only downside to the Saudi Arabia thing, I mean, there's a lot of downsides to it, but one of the main downsides that a lot of people are saying is that the women cannot wrestle in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is just a whole different culture. It's like women, I mean, I'm not exactly sure, I've heard things are changing over there, but like traditionally, women, you know, you have to, when you go somewhere, you gotta be with a male, you have to be like covered, you're not allowed to show, like, you know, you have to wear the big things, you gotta cover your face or whatever. It's just kind of like a whole different culture, and it's just like very different. So with that being said, it's pretty obvious women's wrestling isn't exactly on their like radar of, I mean, I'm not saying people in Saudi Arabia don't enjoy the women's wrestling. I'm saying as a whole, to have like the women coming out there wearing what they usually wear and then wrestling and then actually being like, it's just like a whole different culture, because they're not just doing this show just for like massive wrestling fans in Saudi Arabia, which there are a lot of them. They're doing the show for like the Prince of Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, that's not really acceptable. So it's just like, that's why they didn't have the women there, like it's not acceptable or whatever. And they said they were going to work on that, or they're trying to get back to the women or something. And they did the Evolution show, right? It was the first ever all-women's show. It was the first ever all-women's actual pay-per-view. But there is a rumor going around right now, and I talked about this a few news episodes ago. The pay-per-view list for 2019 came out, and they're doing 2 shows in Saudi Arabia. But they're not doing an all-women's pay-per-view this year. They were supposed to be doing the equality thing with the women and giving the women is what they would for the men or whatever. But there's a rumor right now going around, and this is crazy, and I don't know. There's a very slight chance this is true. There is a rumor going around that this year they've actually talked to Saudi Arabia, and they've came up with some kind of deal where the women are going to be able to wrestle in Saudi Arabia for the shows this year. Now, I don't know what that entails. I don't know if that means they have to wrestle in like long clothing. I mean, obviously it would be like loose long clothing. Like when Renee was on commentary, she had like a long sleeve shirt on. I think it was a turtleneck. She had long pants. Like she didn't have like, the only like skin on her whole body that was showing were her hands and her face, and that was it. But I don't know if they're gonna make the women's wrestler dress like that, because I imagine them going out, which in what they usually wear, which is basically just looks like underwear or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like the amount of body of their body you see is just like the same amount you would see if they were just in like their underwear or something. It's crazy. But I don't know if they're gonna make them change their attire. I would imagine if they're actually doing this, it would. But the rumor is there's a very slight chance that the women are actually having matches during the Saudi Arabia shows this year, and that is why there is not an all women's pay-per-view this year. I don't know if that's true or not. We're entirely just gonna have to wait and see. But I think it's very interesting. I think if they do this, I mean, I guess it's not too far away because they did allow Renee to be out there and do commentary, and she didn't have to be like, you know, dressed in like, you know, like traditional Saudi Arabia, like whatever the proper term is for the coverings for the women or whatever. She didn't have to wear that. She could just have like long clothes on, like long sleeve and long pants and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just like going from that into wrestling. I don't think it's too far away. Just the only thing that's like really far away is the attire, is the thing they're wearing. And I think if they did like a longer thing where, I'm trying to think how they would do this. I guess they could wrestle in the long tights, and as for a top, obviously they couldn't just wrestle in like a sports bra like a lot of them do. They would have to wear some kind of long top. I'm not sure. Maybe something like, I don't know, like one of those fitted shirts or something. I don't know. They're gonna have to like do something crazy because I don't think their normal attire is gonna really fly too much. And like the whole thing is Saudi Arabia is changing, but they still have like a long way to go. I don't know what they're gonna do, guys. It's just very interesting to kind of like just think of the concepts of like, okay, so women, like typically in Saudi Arabia, you have to be covered. You're not like, even allowed to show your face. You're not allowed to show like your wrist or your ankle or anything like that. But now things are just like completely different. They're actually pushing to have like women wrestling inside of a wrestling ring at a sports event for people in Saudi Arabia. And it's just crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're completely just gonna have to wait and see, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So what's gonna happen? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So you guys, that is this episode of Dirty News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Remember, it's absolutely free to subscribe. A few things I gotta promote, guys. I got t-shirts. This is one of the t-shirts, obviously, but I have a bunch of other ones. You can probably see them down below. Another thing, there is SeatGeek. I am now a partner with SeatGeek. If you don't know, SeatGeek is a ticketing website. You can use my code to save money. The code is just my last name. Code is Hodge. If you're going to WrestleMania events, if you're going to any wrestling shows, if you're going, it doesn't have to be wrestling, if you're going to like a NFL game or any football, soccer, I don't want to say soccer and offend international fan, I'm sorry, but basketball, anything they have on the site, concert, anything. Use my code and you can save some dough and you can help out the channel. And the final thing, I'm not going to say this every video, this is new, so I just wanted to tell you guys, I am now on Cameo. You guys can I guess, it's called Book Me or something. Anyway, you can basically tell me what kind of video you guys want me to send you. It's usually just like a shout out video or happy birthday video or something. And just let me know. You can like add the description or whatever the heck you want me to say or do in the video. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll shut the hell up and let you continue with your life. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.